Sergey King writes in his book, Urban Shaman, that within the Hawaiian shamanism traditions, there are considered 7 principles. The first principle is Aiki. The world is what you think it is. This certainly is true, in that each one of us lives in their own reality, one that we cannot share with anyone else. We are all unique. We can share certain characteristics, but we cannot be identical. Even identical twins are not completely identical. Identical twins begin with the same DNA, but differences arise from slight DNA sequence changes and the way the DNA is folded. Metaphysics is the branch of philosophy that studies the fundamental nature of reality. This includes the principles of being or existence, identity, knowing, space and time, cause and effect, necessity, actuality, and possibility. Metaphysical study involves different approaches. Some focus on the nature of space and time, while others concentrate on the nature of consciousness and the relationship between mind and body. However interesting the study of space and time can be, it does little to help us in our practical everyday lives. If we understand a little about our own reality and how it differs from our loved ones, neighbors, community, and the world beyond, we might be able to understand each other better. By the predetermined genetic patterns in our body. DNA is unique to each person, along with mother cells that may linger for decades and epigenomes that turn genes on and off. By how our sensory organs function. Sensory input from the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin send messages to the brain where they are interpreted. Beyond the 5 senses are the internal messages regarding proprioception, the ability to sense movement, action, and location, the vestibular sense which involves balance and special orientation, and interoception, the ability to be aware of internal sensations in the body. Beside the normal variations of the sense organs themselves, there can be sensory processing disorders that cause nervous system malfunctions. One of these disorders is synesthesia, which is a type of sensory crossover that results in sound-evoking smells, tastes, or colors. By our experiences in life as we develop and grow, all of the information that we've experienced and processed in life are stored. Some are stored as our conscious memories, with the rest being stored in the subconscious. By the language we speak. Linguistic relativity is the view that the language we speak influences certain kinds of cognitive processes in non-trivial ways that influence its speaker's worldview and cognition. This influence results in shaping our perceptions of the world. Those who speak more than one language may display cognitive patterns that are in between those of monolingual speakers of either language. By the formal and informal schooling we have received, education, both formal and informal, imparts knowledge, critical thinking skills, adaptability, social learning, self-direction, and exposure to cultural variations and differences. Schooling also presents challenges that test innate skills and coping mechanisms. By our health and nutritional status, chronic and acute diseases, mental illness, pain, physical and mental disabilities, along with the food, medicine, and drugs that we put in our bodies, impact our physical and personal reality. By our spiritual beliefs and value systems. Religion, spirituality, and ethics are key components of our responses to our inside and outside worlds. Invisible influences. Energy fields from the sun, earth, moon, planets, stars, other people, other organisms, and our own bodies influence our personal reality. Shared reality is defined as having the perception of sharing inner states such as feelings, beliefs, or concerns with other people, whether family, close friends, colleagues, or strangers. People share interstates to connect with each other and make sense of the world. If the common factors that are present through shared experience, such as knowledge, opinions, observations, and values are disregarded, there will still remain certain basic structures of behavior common to certain groups. There have been multiple models formulated to identify these personality and human behaviors. These models provide ways of interpreting various human reality viewpoints. The following are just a few examples. The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. Carl Jung defined 16 personality types, which are the basis for the Myers-Briggs personality test. Zodiac signs. There are 12 basic personality types determined by the zodiac signs, along with multiple variations related to sun, moon, and planet combination. Archetypes. Carl Jung defined 12 universal mythic character archetypes that influence human behavior. However, there are thousands more with differing behavioral patterns and subtleties. The Chinese 5-pattern personality traits. The Chinese philosophy of yin and yang is the basis for determining personality traits in traditional Chinese medicine. Crystal structure and human lifestyle. Michael Jiangjer has created 8 classifications of human behavior based on the 7 geometric crystal formations, along with the 8 amorphous form. This system was created for use in understanding the effect of crystal energy on human beings. In considering the various systems that define the basic structures of human reality, it is best to not cross over particular classifications from one system to another. Each system is part of its own view of reality. In identifying our strengths and weaknesses, having knowledge of our strengths can assist us in finding areas where we will naturally excel and improves our chances at succeeding in our endeavors. Knowing our weaknesses reveals the areas in our life that have room for improvement. This will help in our work and personal lives. In understanding our feelings and action, understanding our personality type may give us insight into how our feelings cause us to behave certain ways. In controlling our responses to stress, understanding ourselves can provide insight into better options for avoiding stress and coping with it better when it does occur. In understanding people, understanding the behavior of others and why they do what they do may help in getting along better in our personal life, work, school, and social situations. In healing ourselves and others, we are all unique in how we respond to sickness. Newer healing modalities are available, but we need to begin with our personal reality regarding our views and responses to treatment and healing processes. Understanding other perspectives enables us to hear and react to events with a more open mind. Knowing that we have created our reality opens up the possibility that we can change our reality as well. If we are clinging to belief systems that aren't working, then we have the ability to let them go and create a better world for ourselves.